All right, hello everyone. We're going to be playing some Falcon BMS today. We are trying our hand at a campaign mission for the first time. This is a dynamic campaign, and we're going to let this time run while I'm blabbing at you all. Hey, Ixie, thanks for coming to the stream. So before we start explaining what we're going to do, I want to thank everybody who followed or subscribed since the last time I was streaming. So that is Asa Shio Love, thank you for the follow. Airshow D, he is the SU27 VTuber, thank you for the follow. A Trick Shots, thank you. Celestial Architect, thank you. Lucky Absol, thank you. Lilo Clary, thank you. Seki VT, thank you. And then Leon, thank you for the subscription. So let's look at the game. I've got a bit of a struggle with this game because this thing is really quite old. So I can't really make it full screen without having some pretty severe problems. So it's in borderless windowed mode right now. If I put it into full screen, if I alt-tab, the game crashes. So that is beautiful because this is a game from like 1998 and it's not exactly the pinnacle of technology. But it is kept alive by a loving and very dedicated modding community. Oh god. Oh no, Ixie. Alright. Ara. But as you can see, this timer is running. It's running currently in real time. We've got some time before we have to take off because we need to get into our mission at least 20 minutes before our designated takeoff time, so we got to be in by about 3:49. It's 3:17 right now. We're seeing our objective here. It is, we can do some recon, we can take a look at it. It is an air defense group. This beautiful UI we have here. But it is 4 launchers. We don't know exactly where, well, we know roughly where they are. And actually, we know exactly where they are, so we could hit them with bombs, but we're going to be doing a wild weasel. Hello, Lulz Time. Thanks for coming to the stream. So we're fitted out to take out these air defenses, and I believe our package is being relied on to take these out before other units can move in. I'm sweating a little bit here. Yeah, these graphics are absolutely amazing. This game, like I said, this game came out in 1998, and it's only been kept alive by a dedicated modding community. But I've been sweating a little bit here because I've been watching this timer go up, or watching the campaign advance out. But I've been watching the campaign go up, and I've seen a bunch of aircraft flying around this zone, so we're going to have to be a little careful as we engage this target. Our flight plan is basically we're going to take off, then we're going to fly out. We've got some waypoints. A new challenge that's going to be here for me is we actually have to hit some of these waypoints at specific times, because we are probably, if we look at the briefing, yeah, we're timing with another pair of aircraft flights. So we've got a jamming aircraft that's going to support us here. I'll explain that in a second. And then we've got another dead group coming in. So our role in this mission is what's known as dead, destruction of enemy air defense. So our goal is to go in here, blow up these things, and then come back. There's also seed here. You'll see like this group, that's suppression of enemy air defense, and their goal is to just make sure that the enemy air defense isn't firing, and that's usually timed with another group. I decided to pick dead because it seems like it's going to be a bit easier for our first mission. You know, as awful as that probably sounds, but I think dead is probably easier than seed, because I don't entirely get how the heck the position mode works for these anti-radiation missiles. There's also like patrols and bar cap. So cap is just combat air patrol, and patrol is just a patrol. And let's see, what else is there to talk about? Oh, I missed your other redeem. Moe Kyun? Oh, then loadout. Our aircraft, we are loaded out with a whole bunch of munitions. We've got, let's start with our auxiliary equipment. We've got an ECM pod here. That should provide us with some extra electronic warfare capabilities to help prevent us from getting locked onto and shot down by this thing. Yes, it has a big mouth. That's its single engine intake for the F-16. On the left side of the aircraft, we've got the harm targeting pod that should help us target things a bit easier, and it will also let us, after we fire our 2 harms, it'll let us lock up things, and then we can tell our ally to shoot them as well. That's going to be another hurdle. I've never played around with commanding the AI. I've been told I can just lock the thing up, and then I can hit some key shortcuts and tell the AI to kill it, and we'll hope that works. On the right side here, we've got a targeting pod. I figure it may not be particularly useful, but I might as well bring it because it's going to provide good zoom and FLIR capabilities that we're going to possibly want depending on what happens. We have 2 big 370-gallon fuel tanks. So we're carrying 12,000 pounds of fuel here in our aircraft, which is quite a bit. Then our 2 harms. And then on each wing, we have a pair of AMRAAMs. There's one AMRAAM 120 Bravo and then 120 Charlie. It's just different specific variants. I don't know what the difference is in those, but I know the C variant is typically better. And looking at this, it looks like our inventory of tanks is pretty low. Out, I assume that means that there aren't any more, so we're probably going to want to avoid jettisoning these tanks unless we really have to, because it would suck if we couldn't have more. All right, let's pop up the time to 8 times. We'll wait for about 3:30, and then I think we'll pop to the other screen to wait. And hopefully these other cap groups or patrols are taking out some of these enemy aircraft so we can have a good ingress without too much trouble. Well, you have to wait like, it's preferable to wait like this because you can see what's going on. Otherwise, you can hit takeoff, but it's gonna, the game has to simulate the entire war that's going on. So it can't just like instantly drop you in, it's still gonna load it. So it's a little preferable if we sit here and we can watch and see like, oh, hey, you know, just before we start taking off, a whole bunch of fighters got into the area, and that's something we're gonna wanna know about. Otherwise, we can ask AWACS about it later, but AWACS is not going to give us the greatest understanding of it because they're just going to tell us where the target is relative to us rather than giving us a nice picture on a map. All right, we'll stop that. All right, thanks for the lurk. And we will take off. We're going to start on the ramp. So you'll see it's counting down from 30, 30-ish. When it hits 20, it's going to pop us in, and we're going to be at the ramp to start up our aircraft and take off. And once this loads, I'm going to switch it over because I've got the game screen enlarged on OBS right now. And come on, work. There we go. All right, let's get our canopy closed. All right, canopy's closed. We'll start our startup sequence. I'm not going to do the proper one because I'm going to do the faster one. Let's turn our lights on. Air source normal. Jet fuel start to start 2. Get pit heat on. Comms are in backup. Let's get our comms started. All right, comms are on. Aircraft is now starting, so we've got this RPM has to get up to 20, then we can put our throttle out of idle, cut off, and then our engine will start. All right, here we are. So we get the throttle past the detent. Let's just turn the oxygen on. Engine de-ice to auto. And then we got to wait for full startup to do any more. I wonder where our wingman is. All right, now let's turn on our avionics. We'll turn on our hard points. Turn on instrument lights. And we'll wait for our upper front console to boot. Our engine is started, so we can close our canopy and seal it. All right, upper front console's on, so we'll align our INS. Fire control radar is booting, good, good. Nothing above us, so we can arm our seat. Getting an avionics fault, so we'll just reset this because it always boots to a fault. Clear that fault. We'll go into the test page, clear those faults. Let's fire up our RWR. Mode to auto. Program 1, good. Stores Cat 3 because we're heavily laden right now. Running Rwr System Test. Let's go to the INS page. It's still aligning. And off the RWR. And let's get our HMCS set up. So it's the head-mounted queuing system. That's this data. We gotta align that because the sim is way too realistic. Oh, we gotta turn our HUD on first so we can actually see it. And then we align failed. Align okay, all right. List, then go to data link. We're going to add a 2-1, enter, 2-2, enter, and then 3-1, enter. These should be the other ships in our flight. I have no freaking clue where 1-2 is. Com 2 should be 15. We're on backup, that's why that's a little weird. Turn it to upper front. UHF is on 6, and we want it on 2. We'll remove the chocks, remove the EPU pin.
Falcon 6, 2 ship, F-16s. Request taxi.
Good afternoon, Falcon 6. You are number 6 for departure. All present position.
Yeah, I don't know where our wingman is, unless he's like way down there.
Taxiing Romeo. Falcon 6, taxi Romeo, Papa, Golf, in hold, short, runway 14 left.
We'll turn on our pilot
Falcon
here.
6, taxiing.
That way we can get our runway diagram. I have no clue where we are.
Links 7, taxi, Golf, in hold, short, runway 14 right.
They're sending people off on runway 14, so let's take a look.
Links 7-2, all present position.
Yeah, 14 is going to be that way, so we're going to turn around, taxi to the right, then probably take off. That's good to know.
In hold, short, runway 14 right.
Soft lock 6-1, taxi back to the ramp. You're cleared all the way in.
So it's 3:55. We don't take off till 9:00.
2490. Soft lock 6-2, request taxi back.
Let's turn this down a little bit because it's kind of loud.
Taxi back to the ramp. You're cleared all the way in.
And we are occasion 7. Then next thing we need to know is, actually, wait, let's check our INS. INS is ready, so let's get that set. Everything, it should be perfectly good to go now.
Viper 2-2, hold present position.
Next we need is to load our data cartridge. So we're doing that with the right MFD, and it's loading right now. All right, loaded. Didn't really seem to load right. Because this should have been in HAD mode, which is what I'd set it to, which is a mode for the anti-radiation missiles we're going to fire. Get the fire control radar set. Okay, we are all good. Now we just gotta wait for takeoff time. Oh, let's, while we're at it, let's set our allowable altitude. So we've got one warning that will tell us at 300 feet, and then we want this one at 14,000 feet, because that will warn us when we're at the missile floor, which is about 14,000 feet in this area. We're going to get all sorts of beautiful uh, 1 minute.
Rumble 6, taxi, Gulf, and hold short, runway 14 right. Rumble,
So it's
62,
3:59 right now.
Rumble 7 to ship F-15. Request taxi.
Good afternoon, Rumble 7. You are number 7 for departure. Hold present position.
And I still don't see where the heck our wingman is.
5-2, F-16, taxiing.
Unless that's him. That might be him.
Rumble.
Yeah, he's got harms.
Gulf, and hold
Same
short,
loadout as
runway
us,
14
minus the targeting pod because I didn't give him it.
Rumble 6-1, contact tower.
Got an F-15 over there.
4090. Rumble 6-3, hold present position. Rumble 7, taxi, Romeo, Papa, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 left. Rumble 6-3, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
Rumble 7 taxiing.
Rumble 6-4, hold present position. Rumble 6-4, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
Okay, so our takeoff, 409, let's just memorize that. The tower is there, we can see that, so we know where we are. We're roughly around here. And that way we'll know what sequence we have to taxi through to get to the runway. So we can do some time acceleration. You'll see that 4x at the top.
Level 5, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
And we're just gonna have to accelerate
Level 5,
in here because we started up a little quick.
Level 5-2, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right. Level 5-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090. Level 5-3, hold present position. Level 5-3, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right. Level 5-4, hold present position. Level 5-4, taxi.
All right,
Golf,
now
and
let's
hold
call
short,
up
runway 14 right.
ground. Request taxi to departure.
Taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
Cajun 7 to ship
Uh,
F-16s. Request
Taxi Romeo Papa Golf.
Good afternoon, Cajun 7. You are number 5 for departure. Taxi, Romeo, Papa, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 left.
So Romeo Papa Golf. So they want us to go forward.
Falcon 6-2, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right. Falcon 6-1,
Well,
contact
no seal
tower,
steering.
takeoff. Switch to 4090.
Oh, here's Romeo. Let's get into proper line with this.
Cobra 5, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right. Cobra 5-2, hold present position.
Cajun 7-2, take lead.
Oh, wait. Uh-oh. That was not what I wanted.
Cobra 5-2, taxi.
Caution.
Hold short.
Caution.
Join formation.
Hi, Exalius, thanks for the follow.
Cobra 5-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090.
We're currently taxiing. Our wingman is behind us. Good, good.
Rumble 7, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
Yeah, hopefully I won't fly into a mountain range.
Rumble 7-2, hold present position.
Ooh, someone just took off.
Rumble 7-2, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
A lot of traffic going on right now.
F-15s.
This is the
Good afternoon, Mohawk 7. You were number 5 for
let's turn that down a bit.
taxi, Romeo, Papa, Golf.
But this is the first
Short,
day
runway 14 left.
of the campaign mission, so there is a lot of packages going on and a lot of people taking off, getting ready to combat.
Mohawk 7 taxiing.
There's another flight right there. I hope this AI wingman is smarter than me because I don't know really what to do. How old is this game? It came out in 1998, but it has been heavily modified by a dedicated community for quite a while. Yeah, but the benefit is that the other super realistic flight sim game that people play right now is DCS. DCS is over 100 gigabytes. This game is only about 10. I am using a throttle, a stick, and pedals. All right, let's pull up to the runway and hold short. Ooh, ooh. Too much throttle there. For looking around, I actually have a head track. All right, so we got clearance to pass this runway. This is 14 left. But yeah, I've got track IR, which is a head tracking system that I'm using to look around, so that really adds to the immersion, and it's really helpful because there's a lot of you got to do a lot of looking around and tracking targets while playing this kind of game. You can see 14 right's markings past this, which is the hold marker for 14 left. And then, okay, the hold marker for 14 right is up ahead.
Cajun 7-2, hold present position. Cajun 7-2, taxi, Golf, and then hold short, runway 14 right.
Oh, he's talking to 12, not me.
Cajun 7-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 4090.
All right, switch to the next frequency. Okay, we are past our takeoff time, so we're ready for departure.
F-16s, ready for departure. knots. Runway
190 is off our right. Okay, as we take off. So let's get onto the runway and line up. We're going to be doing, I suspect, a two-ship takeoff. So we'll line up to the left, as the wind is off our right, as you can see from that windsock. Turn off nose wheel steering. Hit the brakes, wait for our buddy here. All right. Throttle up. Release brakes. Our rotate speed is 160 knots. Rejection speed is 125 knots. All right, takeoff looks good. 160, rotate. All right, and we're gonna climb at 13 degrees. Let's get off of afterburner.
2, airborne.
Turn off our landing lights. Okay, we got FA-18s off our left, fine.
Cajun 7-2, on my way.
We didn't get notification to contact departure. So let's just do that on our own initiative. Report airborne.
Cajun 7, airborne. 2-ship F-16s, 4,000.
Cajun 7, Kimpo, departure, fly heading 015. Resume on navigation.
All right, resume on navigation. They want us to go 015. All right, now let's take a look at our steer points. Get that up. All right, so we can go to steer point 3, our holding point. And we can see on this on the right MFD, the filled in dot is the currently selected steer point, so we're going to fly to that. We need to be there by time 4:23, and it's 4:13. All right. Oh, we turned past it. Let's turn on. All right, let's continue our climb at 13 degrees, then we'll turn on our autopilot. And then steering selection, so it'll turn us towards our target. You can see the yellow circle on the right MFD, and that is our target. We're going to be taking out an enemy air defense system.
2, in position.
All right, 2 is that him? Oh, let's get, oh, nope, wrong one. We want to be on comms, switch to channel 6.
3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 18,000.
And then I hope the data link is going to work. I have no idea if data link is going to work, because I've never used it before. But we are, we're not climbing enough.
3, Chalice 5, be
Let's pull up more. So we want to be at 20,000 feet. We got a 4, which should be an F4 Phantom. Oh, we can do an IFF interrogate and just see what... Oh, wrong one. That button. We can see all of the friendlies. Try to get pitch up a bit more. Hold this attitude. Come on, autopilot. I know you can do that. Have I flown planes in real life? I have not. Oh, hey, Drashin, thanks for stopping by. Now I gotta quickly try to figure something out. Well, let's turn ECM on. That is kind of important. Let's go back to the list and check the data link. UHF, good. Something I'm missing here. All right, let's get our lights off since we're about to enter combat areas. Hey, there we go, data link. I had to hit a different button, comms left, for the data link to actually activate. That's good. But now we can see or we can't. But it looks like all of our package elements are up in the air. What have I done to my HUD? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Just undo some of the stuff that I hit. Okay, we are above where we wanted to be, so let's switch to altitude hold. Switch back to the horizontal situation display. Actually, we were in AA mode and now we're out. There we go. We'll go to steer point. Return. Steer point. Auto increment, that's good. That's what we wanted to see.
Raven 2-1, package marshaled.
All right, and our estimated time to our steer point is 4:23. So we're gonna have to speed up. We're gonna use a little bit of afterburner to bring that down because we want to make sure that we're departing that holding point before that time. Now we're at steer point 4:24. All right, looks like we're on track for that now.
Lynx 3-1, package marshaled.
Now we got a 50 in front of us. I don't know what that is, but I think we have a guide on that here. A 10 and some 50s.
Lynx 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 11673, 10,000. Raven 2-1, package leaving push point. Lynx 3-1, package departing push point.
Steer point 5 by 4:27. We're going to be there by 4:26, so we're good. It looks like we're on time for everything now. Let's switch to HAD. And let's make that Sensor of interest. Oh wait, we need to be in air to ground mode. Power up our AGM-88, or yeah, AGM-88s. There we go. So we are looking for a 3A marker on our right MFD. And that should be, let's see, SA3. Search is F. Fire control is 3. We're gonna put our fire control radar back into air-to-air mode because we want to keep our situation aware. Bunch of friendly aircraft crossing below us. All right, we have visual on something inside of that SA3 threat ring.
Links 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 9, 1, 6, 7, 2000. Links 3.
All right, so I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a 2A. We should be seeing a 3 marker. So we're gonna fly into their anti-air radius and see if we can't
Let me at 'em.
get them to lock us up.
Links
To
3,
aircraft
Chalice 5, be
artillery.
advised. Threat aircraft.
We got a PGM. Try to get that 2A locked up. PGM 5 is slide.
5, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 1, 0, 0, 2, 3.
So many RWR sounds.
Links 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 9, 5, 5, 6, 1000.
I'm not seeing the fire control radar popping up for the SA-3. The F is its search radar. We're not here to suppress it, we're here to take it out.
Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 9, 0, 7, 1, 1000. Links 3, Chalice 5,
It's
be
possible
advised.
it's been
Threat
destroyed.
aircraft, bullseye 1, 3, 5,
We didn't turn this
5,
on.
0, 21,000.
We see something on the ground with our targeting pod.
Links 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 1, 3, 0, 5, 9, 22,000.
Let's take a look at that. Doesn't look like our target. This looks like our target right here. Shoot, I lost it. Let's turn back towards this 2A item. We'll see if we can't get some hits on it.
Links 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 9, 5, 5, 1, 3000.
Now that slewed off to our right.
Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 0, 8, 5, 2, 3.
Yeah, so I think their radar emitters are just not popping up.
5, 0, 2000.
I'm wishing I'd brought something else that I could hit him with, because I can see him right there on the targeting pod. Oh, Lynx 3-1 got him. All right, let's then we'll take out something else. Fire control radar. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. PGM-1. All right, Magnum.
Magnum. Lynx 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 10049 2000. Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 08877 1000.
I'm gonna just set the autopilot to hold me at this angle. No point in doing that because our missile already hit, so we can't see the effect of it. And it looks like good effect on target from Lynx.
Lynx 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 3002 2000.
So we'll take out this other search radar, I guess.
We are heading home.
Magnum.
Magnum.
Let's switch this back to our fire control radar.
Altitude.
Oh, we're below our missile floor.
3, Chalice 5, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 3152 2000.
All right, no hostile aircraft in sight.
Altitude.
All right, let's find something and see if we can't get our AI guy to hit it.
Agent 7-2, attack targeted bearing 2058. 2, Wilco. Magnum.
Oh, he fired it.
Lynx 3, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 1004 1000.
All right, let's fly to egress. Oh, and we are losing altitude again. Let's pull up and not dive.
Agent 7-2, on my way.
Altitude.
So attitude hold, steering select, there we go. And I guess this is mission completed. I mean, we didn't actually hit the target, but somebody else did. Our fuel, we're good because our bingo fuel is about 1,500 and we're at 7,800.
Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 090 74 1000. Chalice 5 Cajun 7-1. Request venture to threat. Cajun 7 Chalice 5. The area appears to be clear.
All right, AWAC says everything's clear. That's good. Let's try to see if they don't have the TAC and info. Looks like they don't. So we're just gonna do a visual approach, no ILS.
Cajun 7-2, rejoin formation. Cajun 7-2, on my way.
All right, everything should be pretty straightforward and boring from here. So we can use some time acceleration.
Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 8, 8, 7, 9, 1000.
All the RWR noises.
2, in position. Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 8, 8, 8, 0, 1000.
Oh, it didn't like that. All right, so that was an odd first mission. I think AI anti-air is just a lot smarter, so they didn't emit, so we never managed to get a shot on them. So maybe next time, if we're fighting SA-3s, what are you doing? This steer point is supposed to be auto. Yeah, they're set up so that they're going to automatically increment. So when you hit a steer point, it's supposed to bring you to the next one, but it keeps not doing that. I don't get why. P on RWR is a Patriot. That's friendly. That's fine. Can't see the airport yet. It's still like 40 miles away. A lot of aircraft in front of us here. Okay, why are you doing that again? The steer point is clearly set to increment properly. I could pull up my other chart. Let's do that. (14R, 14L). I don't know which runway they're going to have us land on. All right, so TACAN is already set up.
Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Threat aircraft, bullseye 0, 9, 3, 6, 5, 3000.
We'll start descending now.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, we'll get an altitude warning because we're flying below the missile floor, but we're well behind friendly airspace. Let's get our lights back on. Oh, look at this beautiful river texture. It's totally not all squares. All right, we are now within 30 nautical miles of the airport, so let's...
Raven 2, Chalice 5, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 2, 4, 5, 1, 7, 25,000.
And then we'll contact approach.
Ramrod 7, airborne 2 ship, F-15s, 1,000.
Ramrod 7, Kimpo, departure. Depart heading 065. Resume on navigation.
Cajun 7-1, two-ship F-16s, 15 miles, north 6,000, inbound for overhead landing.
Good afternoon, Cajun 7-1, Kimpo approach. You are cleared all the way in for overhead approach. Runway 14 left. Welcome back. You and page 2988. Links 7-1, turn left heading 325, descend to 4,000, maintain 250 knots, vectors to right base, runway 14 left. Cajun 7-1, contact tower for landing, switch to 4090.
Alright.
22, contact ground, switch to 23670. Gator 1, two-ship F-15s, ready for departure.
There is our airbase.
Impel tower, weight 190 at 8 knots, runway 14 right. You're cleared for takeoff. Cyborg 24, contact ground, switch to 23670. Cajun 7, two-ship F-16s, inbound for landing. Cajun 7, Impel tower, continue inbound for runway 14 left, Rwr overhead.
Oh, what the hell was that? Something just blew up on our airfield.
Gator 1, contact departure.
Say again.
Cajun 7-1, repeat last transmission.
ATC?
Cajun 7-1, repeat last transmission. Viper 5, two-ship F-16s, ready for departure. Viper 5, Impel tower, position and hold, runway 14 right. Links 7-1, on final. 1, break left. Links 7-1, Impel tower, continue inbound for runway 14 left. 2. Links 7-2, on final. Links 7-2, Impel tower, continue inbound for runway 14 left. Viper 5, Impel tower, weight 190 at 6 knots, runway 14 right. You're cleared for takeoff. Links 7-1, Impel tower, weight 190 at 8 knots, runway 14 left. Clear for landing. Jet gear down.
Oh, is that him landing there? Looks like it.
72, Impulse Tower, weight 190 at 7 knots, runway 14 left, clear for landing, jet gear down. Viper 5, contact departure. Station 7, on final. Station 7, Impulse Tower, continuing bound for runway 14 left.
All right, yeah, I'll admit I don't know how the overhead brake actually works.
Links 7-1, report landing, runway unsafe, contact approach for resequencing.
All right, speed brakes out. Gear is down. Landing lights on.
Station 7, Impulse Tower, weight 190 at 4 knots, runway 14 left, clear for landing, jet gear down. Agent 72, contact ground, switch to 23670.
We hit too hard. Oops. All right then. Oops. That didn't happen. Sure. Yeah, so mission failed, but they took out the target. We got 2 hits on targets. We can go into recordings and see what we did actually hit. There's TAC view. We'll see my aircraft, and we got to go through all the, got to scrub through all this startup stuff. All right, then we're flying in. We see our target, and you can see just how much crap was going on here. It's quite, oh, I'm dumb. I didn't transition it. Here you go. You can see how much stuff was going on here. Quite a bit. And we can go to my missile that I fired, the first one. And here's links with a whole fuckload of GBUs they dropped to hit this thing. And so we fired and we hit something. And then we went and we fired again and it hit the same thing, destroyed it. All right, and I think with that, I'm probably going to call it because I think I need to learn a bit more before really doing more on these missions, because it's always a learning experience. There's a lot more going on than you expect in a lot of this, and it's pretty difficult to manage things. Hey, Hotaru, I was just reviewing the TAC view footage from the mission, and I think I'm probably going to wrap up stream today because I was only looking to stream for about 2 hours, and this mission took us like an hour and a half. So I think another mission would probably take quite a while. So there will be no stream tomorrow, so I'll be out. But Monday, I'll be streaming something. I don't know what it is. It might be a flight sim. I might be continuing Halo or Cyberpunk. And then I'll have to work out what other days I'm streaming next week. Almost certainly on the weekend, but then either Tuesday or Thursday, depending on how schedule works out. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next